quick update before we hop on. We recorded this actually before we got a new promo, and so some of these predictions actually seem to be correct according to the new promo. So that's one, and then the second update I have, it's more of a request. Looking for some help with the podcast, just small little tasks here and there. So if you're interested, email me at the podcast Gmail, and I will drop it in the description box. Thanks. Enjoy the episode. Welcome to Film Study, an All-American podcast with Lexi. I'm Lexi, and I'm hyped because we back, and the show is almost back, and Homecoming is almost premiering. And I have Carmen and Monda here, and we're following up with our predictions for 408, the mid-season premiere, Walk This Way. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share all of the things, and let's get into it. Monda, I'm just going to tell the audience now, I'm like convinced that you made an echo just so that the audience wouldn't hear our PSA about standing.
I'm done.
Audience, so that you know, we recorded a whole intro and I talked about the benefits of standing up because I'm like standing right now, and yeah, Monda was like, "This is craziness."
Monica say, get that out of there. Get it out.
Get this whole
Get it out.
PSA out of there. Get this lifestyle stuff out of the podcast. This is about All American.
So
No,
I created an echo? Okay. Okay.
So don't forget to stand, kids. Just and adults. Don't forget to stand sometimes during the day.
I can't.
I mean, if anybody can go through the day without standing, they're great.
I can't. I'm still on this how I created the
Because
echo.
yeah, there's benefits to not sitting all day and just taking time to stretch. That'll end my
I agree.
that's yeah, that I'll end that PSA for today. But stay tuned for more lifestyle tidbits from me.
I swear, y'all are cuckoo for
um
okay.
I'ma be me. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's been a long work day is basically what this means. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm gonna read the synopsis, which we don't typically do. But you know, new year. I feel like All American is stepping their game up, so should the pod. Okay.
Lexi, you good today?
I am. What? Literally, this is me on average.
I can't.
I think it's
Anyway,
you're a
protecting
little
others.
more up today.
A little more up. Yeah, because I'm standing up.
I'm about to say, maybe you need to sit down.
I can't.
You don't like this? Oh my goodness.
This is
Anyway.
I swear this is Lexi, like Zoom Lexi, and not recording.
Right? This is not podcast Lexi.
This is not podcast Lexi. This is like our AA Zoom Lexi.
There are no two different Lexis. I just want to let the audience be aware of that. Protecting others. With Spencer's determination to protect his teammates from unjust punishment, he puts his own future at risk. Olivia and Layla question their post-graduation plans only to find the answers where they least expect it. Asher is too proud to ask for help to pay for his dream college and takes his frustrations out on the people trying to help him. Coop makes a heartbreaking decision when it comes to Amina. Meanwhile, Billy and Laura deal with the aftermath of what happened to GW. I don't know why I always laugh at the GW part, but
That's disrespectful.
I keep forgetting that man even has anything going on.
That is disrespectful.
Yeah, so that's the synopsis. Let's go like from bottom to top. So let's talk about the GW stuff 1st. Is GW dead, do you think? Whoever wants to start can start. Nope. Oh, Carmen was like ready to go. Like, no.
I don't know. Nah, I don't think he's dead.
Want to elaborate or?
Nope.
Okay. Monda?
You know what, twin? I'm gonna agree with you. I don't think he's dead either. I think there's one of two things happen. He, I don't know if he like heart attack, passed out, or he's like in like his own version of a coma. Like they have to figure out like he can no longer live by himself, put him in a home type of thing,
Please don't put
and
him in
then
Laura home.
or have him move in
Oh,
because
that would be a
he's
train
like,
wreck.
Laura, you're such an amazing mother, and then have him
Which
move
came
in.
out of nowhere, by the way.
Right, right. Which came out of
That's the only reason I think he might be dead.
that could be it,
It's
but
because
I
he was
think
nice.
it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it could be that he moves in with the Bakers.
Yeah.
Don't do that to Laura. She already got to live with Billy.
She doesn't know. Here's the deal. I don't want my mama Laura to deal with that.
Mm-mm.
I'm saying that's a possibility. Because if you think about it, Jordan is about to, we'll talk about Jordan later, but Jordan is going to possibly be out the house. And then live in Lele, got to figure out where she's going. Um, it's then like they're empty nesters when it comes to their children because they're going to college. Then what's the next step? Typically in
Shouldn't they
certain
be focusing on
households,
their non-existent marriage?
yeah, they're non-existent marriage. But in some households, grandparents like move in around that time
Oh
too.
yeah, for sure. No, I'm in a intergenerational, multi-generational household
Yeah.
myself.
And so I can see him having to move in, which will be interesting. Him having
Right.
to move into the baker's house.
Right.
Um and and his honorary self. So I that would be a very
That's
interesting
a
story.
good word to describe him, Monda.
It is a very good word to describe him. Because you know what would be interesting too is if he moved into the house and Liv and him are under the same roof together, baby.
You would
Mm-mm.
think that Liv would be staying home,
For a
like
little
staying
bit.
and living at home.
I
Really?
said for if she was there for a little bit, baby. I tell you, that'd be funny.
I don't know. I could see them. I'll hold it to when we get to that part,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know.
but
I too don't think that GW is dead, and that's probably why I laugh all of the time at that because it's just like all these dramatics for what? He's gonna be fine the next episode, and it's gonna be okay. Like you said, Monda, he's probably gonna move into the house, which is whatever. Not loving that for Laura, but it could present some interesting dynamics um, with Laura and Billy. And, the writers have to think about what they're doing with Laura and Billy's story and Grace as well. But
hmm
she, has this situation with Carter, but they have to think about what they're doing with Laura and Billy's storylines as the kids are going off to college. And as for now, I'm still not certain if this is going to be remain to be true, but for now, Billy is not joining them uh, in college as a coach.
and I hope he doesn't.
I mean, I hope, but I don't know if it's gonna
Yeah,
stay that way. Um, so yeah, so I think we all agree on the GW tip that he's not dead. So the next piece, the storyline that truly nobody cares about. I mean, if you care about it, congratulations for you. But Coop
Nobody.
making making a heartbreaking decision when it comes to Amina.
Jen.
Why is this still on our screen?
and
Is
you
what
know
I want to
Jen
know.
is gonna come for
Jen is
your
the only one
man.
that cares.
Jen can come for me. Come for me, Jen. I don't care.
He's got to come for your
Jen is the only one that cares. So have fun in the comments, Jen, because I don't care.
man. Okay,
Like,
I don't
let's
care
keep it
about
real.
her or that
why is it
child.
still here? Why are
It's
we still
because
dealing
the
with
reason why
this?
it's still here is because they're stuck with Coop's storyline. They're stuck as to what's the next step for Coop because Coop has like lung problems, so Coop can't rap, and Coop needs some kind of direction as far as writing wise, because you know she's a hot mess in real life, fictional life. And so what the next best thing is to have Chucky, Demon Child, whatever you want to call
Wait, did
it.
you say real life fictional or
Yeah,
life?
I said real life, fictional life. so,
What is?
so
Are you throwing shade at Breezy?
no, this is all Coop. I will never do that. I love Breezy. I will never do that.
I was like,
When I
you
said
saw the
I
TikTok, didn't you?
mistakenly, I meant to say fictional life, and I said real life first. So, but fictional
Oh,
life.
got it.
Yeah, I know. I love Breezy. I will never do that.
Yeah,
And
Breezy's
I don't
cool.
never throw shade at actors
No,
like
I know.
that on a
I'm messing with.
podcast.
I'm messing with you. I
Look,
was just. I was.
Breezy. and we
Yes.
love freedom. We don't love Coop.
We're not going to do that. So I think so for
I'm
this
dead.
particular thing, I think Coop may she may distance herself from Amina because
As she should.
I think Preach is going to inform her that she believes that she killed Mo. And instead of telling this young lady the truth that Preach killed your mama trying to save me, they're going to come up with some other elaborate thing and then she's going to distance herself from it.
Got it. Got it. What about you, Carmen?
I don't care. I just want her off my screen. I don't care about the little girl. I don't care about Coop. I just want them off my screen. The little girl, the storyline of the little girl. Please give. If they're gonna keep her on the show, give her something else to do. Give her something
No,
else to do.
no, they could get rid of her and
Yeah,
bring
you
Dylan
know
back.
what? I wish this young actress, and she's a really good actress,
She
by the way.
is. She's very
She
good.
she was supposed to be creepy, and she has achieved that. I mean, she's also like adorable. Like I could see her playing like a sweet, girl next door, etc. Wish her all of the best in her career.
But it's time for her to go.
Wish her all of the best in
But
her
it's time for her to
career.
go. And can we
And
get Jalen
yes.
back to play Dylan and call it a day?
Right. He's been on set though, so we will see more of Dylan. But
Get him
like
back.
we don't even know what he thinks about Spolivia. I'm sorry, audience. I'm not gonna let that go. Like
Yes, because he's supposed to give his opinion.
what does he think about Spencer stealing his woman? I wanna
I so
know.
want to know. I so want to
I
know.
wanna know. But yeah, I'm over any story that's connected to honestly Coop at this point, but like no, any story that's connected to Tyrone, it's just run its course. It's run its course for sure. Mentally, I was about to skip over this nasty man, but
But you can't do it. You can't
I
do
was
it.
literally gonna go straight to the one that I wanted to go to, and then I saw his name again, and I was like, "Oh, that man."
You can't do it. You
Uh,
can't do it.
yeah, Asher. It's same old with him. He's gonna go to school, so that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So we're
Which,
basically gonna see him complain as normal, and people are gonna help
Exactly.
him, and
as
people are gonna
if
help him as normal.
as if his stepdaddy don't own the restaurant that he's working at.
Right? Like
And
what? His a full restaurant in Beverly Hills.
right.
So
And you
what?
woe is me. I don't want to ask anybody for money. Boy, if you don't sit your behind down and
Right?
go somewhere.
Exactly.
He's gonna like his mama's gonna
And he
pay.
has a little job too, so
Yeah.
you save him
Yeah.
some
His
coins.
job is basically getting paid by his stepdaddy. You
Right.
literally are going to he's gonna eventually go to school after he have a couple of woe is me, no one wants me because I can't play football anymore. Give him his coaching storyline and he'll get it off my
Exactly.
screen.
Please stop dragging it out. We
Right.
already figured out he's gonna be a coach. Please stop dragging it out like it's a mystery.
Well,
He is going to
like
be
it's a
a coach.
mystery.
He's gonna be a
Like
coach.
it's a
He's gonna be
mystery.
a coach and he's gonna be working with
Well,
JJ.
and the other thing is like I'm like, why are they suddenly trying to act like so we understand like from the perspective of the characters within the show, like Asher has lost money, he's quote unquote broke, but that's broke according to Beverly Hills standards, right? Like the fact that his dad can still afford to live in Beverly Hills means they have some money. So I don't understand where this he can't afford
But his
things
stepdaddy
are
isn't
coming from.
broke.
Hmm?
His stepfather isn't broke, and that means his mama's not broke, so he's not really broke.
But like even his dad
Yeah,
is maybe broke according to Beverly Hills standards, but he's rich enough to still live in Beverly Hills. Like
correct.
I'm just really confused why they're trying to act like Asher is not well off all of a sudden.
And
But
he's so down on his luck. They really
right.
wanted to give him a story. They would have made them lose money and move to Crenshaw and
Right.
try
Well, and
to
are
have
we
him
talking about
coach
all
them
of
in
the
that.
doctors? How many doctors off Screenville did he see that they said on screen that he went and saw? That costs
Yes,
money.
right. So
So
stop playing games.
stop playing games is the point. Um, my late Livia agenda is back.
Okay, let me
Hey,
explain something to you.
it's back.
Let me explain something to you. And this like Livia
Monda,
stuff.
don't you even dare.
Let me explain something.
Don't you
So,
even
so I'm
dare
gonna be
burst
very
my
real.
bubble.
I'm gonna be very real. When I
Be
saw
real.
that in a statement, I was like, oh, they both are gonna have their own separate like journeys, and that it was easier for them because they don't like to give long synopsis, so it's easy for them to just put them in one sentence. But then we saw the pictures that came out today, the promo pictures, and so we do know that there's going to be that interaction during while they're graduating.
But I feel like we already knew because they were standing next to each other in the first promo, and um, their last names are nowhere next to each other, right? Keating,
Right.
Baker, yeah, their last names are nowhere near next to each
Yeah,
other. So
I just want it to be a hot second and be over with because
that's your wish. That is
I
not
know I
mine.
said I didn't say you or Carmen. I
Just because we wish for something doesn't make it so.
I would I want it to be over with very quickly. Just go ahead and just put it together and make it seem like they like the bestest friends and they talk every day and we see it all the
And I want
time.
it to drag on.
And so I want it to
She
be
said
over
I
with
wanted to
very
drag
quickly.
on.
I want it to be very quickly. But yeah, so they both are having their separate, they're looking for what their futures are. Here's
Right.
what I am happy about.
That we're
Although
finally figuring out what their futures are because we haven't
thank
gotten those
you.
answers in 7 episodes. Yes.
Thank you. That is what I'm happy about. That we finally figure out what their futures are. That is what I'm excited about. To know
Yeah.
Agreed.
what
Agreed.
both of
I'm
them are doing.
really like, what is Olivia? What is my girl finna study? That's what
Yes.
I
What
want to
is
know.
her interest? What school she wants to go to or
We know
don't
she
end up
going to
at.
go into that Golden Angeles,
Yes, the school
them
she's gonna
golden
end up at.
arches.
Because what's interesting is that there is a promo pic of Live with Simone's aunt
Right?
outside
Yeah.
of this school. I believe it's a courtyard or something, or wherever they are. And so we do know they met in the backdoor pilot when she went to Bringston. And so the aunt May asked, like, what was your decision? Where you going? Type of thing. Here's what I said on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, if that's the scene I get and I don't get a Mama Laura and Liv scene about Liv's decision and Liv's future, I am going off on Twitter. Because that at
Yeah.
that
We're
point,
overdue. We're
Liv has
overdue.
spoken to everybody in the universe, AA universe, and still have
Are we
not
talking
spoken to
about
Mama
this
Laura.
season? Because Liv hasn't. Let me not get on that rant right
But
now.
she
We
knows
are not. We are not going
we're
down
not
that
going that
road.
route.
Don't get me on that
But
rant, Vonda.
when it comes to the women though, she has spoken to Grace, she's spoken to Nurse Joy, and now she's going to be speaking to Simone aunt. If Simone's mother was there, she'll
Oh,
probably be
you mean
speaking to her
like the
too.
like adult people?
Yeah, the adult women.
Got it. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
there was Simone Mama there, she'd probably speak to Simone Mama too. Like she's speaking to
When did she speak to
everybody.
Grace though? Like significantly?
But still, she still touched and spoke. This is
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying.
when did I said when,
I don't care. It was an interaction on my screen.
Carmen, stop making me laugh.
It was how, it was how she just brushed over it, but still.
But still, it
She
was,
didn't answer your question. She just said, but still.
but still.
Carmen, I was keeping a straight face, and then you just make me
I'm
laugh.
telling you, she done touched every adult woman
It was so
in
funny though,
AA
because Monda
universe.
was really sitting here preaching, and I said, "Oh, I was just like, well, and they're responding, yes, yes." And I'm like, hold on, got too much dip on your chip there.
And then you try to interrupt her sermon, and she said, but still. And kept going.
I'm telling you, everybody
Oh
under the
my
sun.
gosh.
Oh, goodness.
That's really funny. So, what do you think about? I've shared a little bit, and I'll share more. But what do you think about that? The Layla and Olivia finding it, and particularly what's interesting is that phrase, right? Like where they least expect it. What can be not expected when you're graduating? That's funny.
I think Layla may end up finding it with her dad, who may pop up out of somewhere,
Mm.
and give her some words of wisdom because he often do
Why would
that
that be where she least expects it? That's
because
that's where
because she
Because
what's
hasn't
it's her
giving
really been
me.
dad.
engaging. because she hasn't really been engaging with her father about her future.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't.
we
I
haven't
guess
seen him
I'm
since her
taking.
birthday party.
Sometimes I just take things to face value. I admit that.
Yeah,
And so
yeah, and she hasn't
when
seen him since
when
her birthday party. So
I yeah, yeah,
it could
yeah.
be
So
that, or it could be the guy that y'all don't want her to find it with, and that's that guy Clay. Is that
who
his name?
Clay?
Yeah,
See, I moved. I have evolved from calling him that producer guy.
yeah, Clay, or it could be with an interaction with Clay. So it's gonna be,
Hey, I don't mind Clay.
yeah.
Clay's gonna push my agenda anyway. So
So
go ahead, Clay.
it's
Help
gonna
her
be
out.
either her father or Clay. For
Or Jordan.
Liv, it may be that conversation with Simone's mom, which I find very interesting. That's where she's gonna find it because she shouldn't have that conversation. I mean, my mom. I'm sorry, aunt. But it could be during
Auntie
that
Amara.
conversation
Yeah,
because she works at a university. They've met before, so it could be that.
got it. Got it. So, Carmen, your thoughts on the whole
Where you
Layla
go from?
Olivia thing?
I have
Right.
no
Where they go
idea.
from here? You don't know?
Um,
No
no.
predictions?
No, not for maybe. I kind of agree with Mondo. Maybe her dad or I can't think of nobody else. Like
I think where they least expect it is just being super cheesy, and it's just going to
Yeah,
be them
you think it'll
rooming
be just
together.
okay?
Yeah, I
You
think
think
it's
it's
just going to
gonna
be
be?
they find it in each other, and I think it's just going to be
yeah,
where
that
they
ain't
least
gonna
expect
happen.
it.
Okay, that's
I
Yeah,
not
mean,
least expect. That's what
it
I'm
might.
saying. I don't know too many people that can be
But
least
that's what I'm
expected.
saying. I don't right. I don't think when I read that I was just like least. What do they mean by least expected? I don't think it's whatever happens. I don't think it's going to be like least expected because I think you can still, even though she hasn't been talking to her dad and she moved out and all of that stuff, I still don't think it would be least expected to be her dad. Um.
Mhm.
I
So
typically take the synopsis with a grain of salt anyway. So
yeah, yeah. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
because
We'll
they
see what
do that
happens.
sometimes. Yeah, they definitely
sometimes I
does it.
think they just be
Right.
putting words together because they think it sound nice.
But my favorite one was when they were like, and Coop's trying to convince her mom to let her drop out of high school, and we her mom was nowhere in the episode. Like they literally had like 2 seconds of Grace mentioning her mom, and that was it. So
If
anyway,
anything,
yeah, it was
she spent her time trying to convince Grace.
right, exactly right, because Grace is her mom. Maybe that's what they were getting at
I don't know.
Out of
subliminally.
control.
But she wanted Grace to talk to her mom. That's the only
Right,
thing.
right. So that's that. That's that part of the synopsis. And then obviously the big one: bring him out, bring him out, bring him out, bring him out. I don't know. Got to do something different for Spencer. With Spencer's determination to protect his teammates, blah blah blah, unjust punishment puts his own future at risk. Can I just say this before we get
Please
into
say
it?
what I think you're about to say.
How is it? What do you think I'm about to say? But
How is
how
it
is
unjust
it?
person?
How is it unjust
Thank
consequence?
you,
Like
because you and I,
it's not
cause
unjust.
we vibe like that. Cause they broke into a school, stole a trophy, ruined
Yes.
the
Preach.
floor, but it's unjust punishment.
Flooded. That's why I said flooded. They didn't just steal the trophy.
Flooded the whole
Flooded.
entire gymnasium. Couldn't have prom.
But
Like what?
it's unjust because it's the system, and they shouldn't be held accountable. It's basically what Spencer probably is gonna say. And I'm gonna take it one for the team because I've earned this degree. Boy, if you don't sit down and have several seats
Nah,
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
my dream is about to be ruined, my
I'm
football
sorry, but
career is about to be
Spencer was
ruined.
being a clown in that in the promo, and I'm sorry.
Yes,
Attack me all you want, audience. I'm sorry. He was being a clown.
he was talking about
All
some my
right.
football dreams are ruined. Boy, you did that to yourself, sir. Don't go there.
But he signed up. He signed up to do it. He pretty much
Exactly. Him being like, "Oh, and I earned my diploma. Like they can't keep that from me." Have you ever heard of disciplinary action, sir? You know it well. You know it well because those were those were the qualifications for you to stay at Beverly's, that you wouldn't get into any any fights that would land you on disciplinary action so that you could stay at the school. So I don't understand why he's acting like this is just out of nowhere, out of the blue, like that he didn't get himself into this, which he could still just at any point, right, say like my teammates did it, they were drunk on, and it was a stupid senior prank.
Literally. But he knows what disciplinary actions is, like you said, because of the things at Beverly Hills. But then he also was getting in trouble in Kershaw before he went to Beverly Hills. So he knows exactly what disciplinary action is. So I don't know why he thinks all this is new. All of it. All of it. Brand new
I
to him.
earned my diploma. What, sir? What?
And then have the nerve when his mom's gonna when Gracie probably like, I need you to tell the truth, and he go be like, but I'm doing this for them. I'm standing up against the system. So I know, sir. No, nope, nope, nope.
And acting like he, he's doing it for Jabari so that Jabari doesn't get another strike against his record, and etc. 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 Okay, well that may be true.
That he got to accept everything that comes along with it. If that's his,
Exactly. That
don't
doesn't make it
complain.
unjust. You're choosing to do these things.
Yes, you made a decision, so now you got to live with whatever come with it.
Right.
Unless they doing some type of punishment we don't know about yet. I don't know.
Right.
But they told him he could be kicked out.
Right.
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 But we do
And
know
he's given plenty of chances. Sorry, go ahead.
but we know that he eventually is going to graduate. Because we
Oh yeah,
see
because he's
him.
in the Golden Angeles locker
Yeah,
room,
right.
so this
He's
is not
in
even
their
gonna
gym
last.
running up the steps, all of this stuff. Like someone said on Twitter, it would make it more believable if you do not show him running up the steps and working out in the gym in the same promo when you're saying his career is over. Um, but that's okay. Y'all decided to put that as a package together.
But hey, and Monda, I can already hear your response in my head. But maybe this is so that they can show his transition to being like you can't just insert yourself into every single, like you can't insert yourself so haphazardly into every little thing. He's still going to be Superman, he's still going to have the S because that's
Right.
who he
That's
is,
that's who he is.
but showing him that he can't just pick on a whim like anything because he's about to go to college and he's going to have other responsibilities. It's not going to be like high school where it's just like, oh, let me decide to stick up for my teammates right now. Like I don't know, maybe that's where this transition is
So
coming.
you're saying the promo, you say episode 8 slash a promo is showing us his transition and growth, and this all was intentional by the writing team.
I'm not saying it's necessarily showing his growth yet,
Uh-huh.
but I am saying perhaps it is by the writing team to say it's one last Spencer savior moment before he leaves high school. But
Yeah.
it's to show like how ridiculous we all think this is.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Is how ridiculous I feel like everybody in the show thinks it is. Maybe minus my good sis. Olivia. I don't. true, but I'd still like even with Olivia. Like I don't think that she would be so. I think that she's going to support Spencer, but I don't think she's gonna be like Spencer. Everything that you're doing is fine. I think she's gonna let him know that this is not the brightest idea either.
You know what? You know what? Here's the deal. I think because we've seen in the promo, like people are like, Coop was like, "Let us be there for you," because they're gonna do an intervention and
Right.
everything. Like you're always there for us. Let us be there for you. I can see. I would love for Lid to be like, "Boy, you outside your mind if you don't tell these people the truth of what happened." But remember, they're still in their honeymoon period.
No, I know. And she's just like, Spencer might not graduate. But what I'm saying is, even though she's going to be there and support him as she should, I
Right.
don't think it's going to be a 110% support where she's not even acknowledging that like, hey, this is taking it back to right whatever the first college offer was, when she was just like, this is a full scholarship, man, and who knows what's going to happen down the line, but right now it's your offer, you should take it while it's on the table, and until something better comes along. And that's what ended up happening. So I don't know if I see her just blindly supporting him, even
Oh,
though
she
she will
better not
support him.
be. She better not be blindly supporting it. I promise you. I will even call my sister the carpet. She better not be.
You know what would be the funniest though?
What?
If they were like, if it turned into some like Disney Nickelodeon, like, you know who broke into Beverly? I did, and like slowly everybody's
I'm
like,
not gonna
I
play
broke into
Lexi.
I
Lexi,
broke into Beverly too.
Lexi, sit down.
if
Lexi, sit
this
down.
writing team does something like that, I'm coming for them and you
I
on
too
Twitter.
broke into Beverly.
I will come for them and you
And
on Twitter.
You know what?
slowly
That almost
the
it
audience
would make
watching the show
sense.
is like, I too broke into Beverly.
Lexi, if they were to do
As
that, I'm coming
crazy
for
as it
you.
sounds, I can see it. I can
I
see
can
it.
see it. And if they do that, I'm coming for you and the writers on Twitter. I promise you.
Are
It's
you gonna
all out
expel
of
all
this.
of us?
I'm coming for everybody who says it was me. I promise you. I'm letting
No,
everybody have
no,
it.
no, 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 Munda. You cannot come for Lexi. Cause what was her words? It has already been written. Don't blame
Right, right.
Lexi.
Those were your words.
Oh
I'm,
goodness.
I'm, I'm coming for her for speaking it in existence and then for writing it. I'm sounding
It's
like
like
now the
what
people who be trying to come for the
Yes,
for
they
Big
try to
Show.
come for you. Yes, yes.
It's already written, filmed, and put to bed. I can't do nothing about it.
shows just crack me up when they get cheesy like that. It's like
I'm telling you,
when
if
there's
they
a
do
slow
it,
clap that turns into an applause and they're like
if they do it, it is on and popping. If they do it, it's on and popping. We do
but
know
yeah, go ahead.
we may get this whole like Will Spencer make it to graduation moment, and then
Oh,
all of a
he's
sudden,
absolutely yeah.
like you see everybody because if you look at the picture for Crenshaw, you don't see Spencer anywhere, and then all of a
Right.
sudden you see him like slowly coming up, and everybody's like, "Yeah, you made it!" Blah 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 moment, um, which is just special in itself.
Right, right. No, you know what I could see happening as well is something that happened like in Sister Sister where Tyreek was taking his GED and then he had
Hmm.
to take it again. He didn't pass the first time, but they finally let him walk. So either it's I can't see them not making Spencer walk in some capacity. So it's either going to be like you said, Wanda, like at the very last minute he gets to walk, or that they have a little private ceremony afterwards where he still gets his diploma and they have a little mini graduation ceremony for him.
I Let me be perfectly honest. I don't want him. That will nope. I'm gonna tell you why that's not gonna happen. Because your
Which
friend,
one?
that it's not gonna be a private ceremony. I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna happen. Because
Oh
your
yeah,
friend,
I'm just giving options, you
yeah,
know.
your friend NK said it was gonna be one prom, two graduations. So we know that Beverly Hills and Crenshaw both have a graduation.
Because NK hasn't led us astray at times before.
Oh, she let everybody stray a long time ago. I ain't got no problem with that. But if if all holds true, then there's going to be just a Crenshaw and a Beverly Hills, and that's where your two graduations are going to be. Now, there's a
That's true. We'll
possibility,
see. We'll see if NK wasn't trying to,
like
conceal
like
some spoilers.
yeah, and tell people one thing and then give them another. I Let me be honest. I actually would prefer him to walk with Crenshaw
Same.
because you did all this drama to get him to go to Crenshaw
Right.
and
Right.
took him out of Beverly Hills and everything. And then the drama that he had of like getting people to get off his back while he's there and all of this other stuff. And for him not to walk with the Crenshaw people, oh, I'm telling you, I will roll my eyes. Like, are you serious?
Right.
All
Right.
this
I
drama
no.
you
I'm
had,
agreeing. I would prefer he walk with Crenshaw as well, just because it's just too much. It's too much
it's
at this
just too
point for
much.
me, and I just want to see them
Just let them
graduate.
have a graduation party and go on this boat so I can push one
Right.
of them off the boat. Just do that.
Right. Well, and look, you jumped ahead to my transition. So speaking
Sorry.
of that boat, speaking of that yacht,
That yacht.
uh, the yacht,
The yes. I'm done.
the yacht, yeah. Shout out to the Proud family. Um, no, but what do you think? Is that is that just like a party after graduation, or is that before? Honestly, it seems like it's before graduation. To be honest, the way that Spencer and Olivia were acting on the yacht?
I think no. I think
So
it's
they were just
after.
unhappy after graduation. So is that our confirmation that he doesn't walk?
No, no, no. Do they look unhappy? I think they were just looking at the foolishness of the people on the boat.
Oh, yeah, it could be. Could
Yeah, I
be. I don't
think
know. It
that's what.
looked it looked like, yeah, I guess that was a case of the editing doing its job, and I was just
Right.
like, Spencer seems pretty
Yeah, I think they were just
disappointed.
looking because they're looking over in a direction.
Got
So
it.
I think it's like I think it's after graduation. I think the bonfire
Hmm.
where everyone is talking and patients like, "Do you think we are going to be good?" I think that's before graduation,
Got it. Yeah, yeah, same here.
and then because they're at because there's no we're not sure what's going to happen. So I think the
Right,
bonfire is before graduation. I think the yacht is after graduation. Because what I
right.
think it is that they think they're going to have like this regular party, and then their family is like, "Hey, we also got this for you." Blah blah blah.
That's nice. I wish I had a yacht for my graduation.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
Any thoughts on the yacht cart?
Who is it true or do you believe? Look,
Mother said, "I'm not even gonna let you get the chance."
no, it's about the yacht. It's about the yacht.
I know. I said, any thoughts on the yacht carpet? Manda, y'all were talking about me. Manda is like ready to go
Leave Mondo alone.
today.
Go ahead, Mondo.
Okay, I have a question because it's like the rumors, and you watched that show One Tree Hill, Lexi.
Hmm.
They said the one guy
I
is
don't think it's him.
okay. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
so the audience knows. People were saying the guy that played Nathan Scott, James Lafferty, is he on the yacht? But I don't. His they look super similar, but I don't think it's him. I feel like this guy looks a little bit too young to be James Lafferty. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. It was a quick little clip. So
Yeah, I
from
just
my
wanted to
perspective,
know.
I don't think it's him. But yeah, it could be.
Okay, go ahead, Carmen. I just need to get that off my chest.
Okay, what was the question again? Let me answer. About the
It's
yacht.
about
What do
the
you think
yacht.
is going to happen on the yacht, or what do you think about the yacht?
Um, what do I think is gonna happen on the yacht? You mean like you think something bad's gonna happen on the yacht?
I don't. Whatever
Think
thought
it's gonna
comes
be
It
to
could
like
be
mind. I don't
anything. It's
know.
your prediction.
think somebody's gonna mm, I don't know. It just seemed like something that they all just decided to do. What's gonna happen
So it's
on
just
it?
chill. It's just
Yeah,
chill.
it's just like a chill thing,
Got
like
it.
kind of like the cabin, but not on the yacht.
Got it. Got it. Did you
Can
have a
somebody
prediction
get
for the
pushed
yacht,
off the yacht?
Amanda?
Huh?
Why do you think somebody? I knew you were going to say something about somebody being pushed off. I don't
Because
think
I've been
anybody's
wanting to
going to be
push
pushed
somebody
off the
off
yacht.
this yacht since I've heard we had a yacht coming.
I know you've been trying to, but I don't think anything's going to happen with. Right. But so that was something may or may not happen. Probably not on the yacht.
Hmm.
And the last thing that we saw in these promos is like them. We saw them hanging out at the beach playing beach volleyball. By the way, the Cass College glow ups snaps,
Because they're
snaps for
letting the
them.
guys grow their hair out.
Yes, Daniel
But
looking good with the curls. Michael looking good with the longer hair. Uh,
they
they
better
got
not let
they got some new wigs and weaves for Layla and Olivia.
and
Yes,
Cody
they
better not grow
popping.
out all his hair like he did like in those pictures for the
All
season,
right,
or he's gonna look like a graduate student. So they better not let him do it on
right,
show on the scenes. So yeah,
right. But like everybody's looking good. The outfits are
yep,
eating. I am very very pleased with the
very pleased.
looks.
But here's the deal.
Um,
That's not the only thing in the clip from. That's not the last thing from from I can't even speak that promo.
who said it was the last thing?
I think you said the last thing from that promo is them on the beach
Oh, I was
volleyball.
just thinking about them being at the beach house.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
because
was
there's
what I
all
was talking
kind of
about.
things
Then I
at that.
remembered that
Yeah,
volleyball scene.
of course you did,
What does that mean?
because you was talking about the club. Of course you did.
Oh yeah, because I was talking about the clothes.
Yeah, you were talking about it. Because we got
Yeah,
in that promo, we also got Liv was like, "I know what it means to sacrifice. I wish it was about her storyline, but we know that's not going to be the case." And we got Olivia kissing.
Right?
We got them
Getting hot
kissing.
and heavy in the
And I'm
not in the
telling you,
arcade this time, but in the beach house.
I
We
telling
assume
you,
to be
it's
a beach
Cadence
house.
that's look because I'm like, someone is looking at them. That ain't just a camera angle, like someone is really looking at them. And
Yeah.
I think it's
I don't
Cadence.
think I don't think Patience and Cooper looking at Spencer and Olivia, but Wanda does.
Yeah, I think that someone's looking at them because the way that the camera is like zooming for them, someone's looking on. Now I would love it be Jordan so he could be like, ew,
Gross. His favorite
gross.
word with those anybody that
I would love it
Olivia
to be
kisses.
that to get that interaction because you know it's eventually gonna happen that like he wakes up in the kitchen and Liv pops up.
Right.
I want the interaction. You might as well start it down. Just start it
Right.
down.
Right.
Start it down.
So yeah, that was there was quite a bit in the newer promo, um, and it made me excited for 4B for sure, for sure.
Yes.
Carmen, I feel like you haven't
Spoken.
you yeah. I was gonna say you've been listening and you've mostly been in observer mode. Is there anything that you're excited for and or like really looking forward to? Any predictions that we might have missed?
What the and 4B coming or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the
Based upon what we know of the synopsis and the pictures and the promo.
just based off that? No, to me, you don't get too much from the promo. Like I feel like what we got from the promo is pretty much what we already knew from the last episode.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel like we got a whole lot. You feel like we got a whole lot information?
I mean, I think that we got a sense of them being, or maybe this is me just, putting, like being optimistic and putting more into the promo. But yeah, just them transitioning from high school into college. I think that they're gonna spend a little bit period of time in the summer. I didn't say that, but I do think they're gonna spend a bit of time like in the summer. And I think with Homecoming, I know the timelines have to overlap, but I feel like Simone's probably gonna go early to Brixton or something like that, and we'll get some time where the gang gets to just chill a little bit
Yeah.
before going to the Golden Arches.
We are gonna see. So we're gonna for sure we're gonna see in 4-8. You're gonna have your Olivia moments. You're gonna have your Jamon moments because they're leaving each other. Um, and what that's gonna be like. So you're gonna have a couple of those interactions. You're going to have Coop and her little interesting life moments. We may also hear because we talked about Layla and we talked about Liv's future. We may also hear what Patient's future is going to look like,
Oh
which
yeah, for sure. We're definitely gonna hear what Patience
and I
is
and
gonna
I
do for
really
sure.
want to see that. I really want to see what she's
I'm
going to
hyped
do.
for it. Like all of the women, I'm really
Very
excited to
hyped for
see
that because we do
what their
see her
plans
on the
are.
stage. We see her on the stage performing,
Right.
and so not sure where that's going to go. But then there's also going to be some truth telling of like what's going to happen with Cadence. Like I ship Cadence, but they about to break up, so that can be the seeds that'll be planted. So yeah,
Funny.
yeah, very much so.
Right.
What do you think, if anything, that Liv and Layla will study in college? Just blind prediction.
Live, since they've just introduced this journalism thing, I could see journalism or a double major in like journalism and or art. Any sort of art, whether that be like drawing or dance or something, but probably like actually art. Like graphic design, something along those lines. If she were to double major with journalism or writing or something. Um, and then for Layla, business management for sure,
I was thinking the very same
or
thing.
psychology, business management or psychology.
Mm. What about you, Carmen?
I was everything like said. I was gonna say it. It's I think the same thing, especially with Layla. I think business though, just only business with Layla. But
I can see them doing a twist for psychology because of her mental health storyline for sure.
Hmm. Interesting.
What do you think, Manda?
I think for Layla, it's going to be business, but I also am thinking of, and I'm trying not to go into my nerdness of my geekiness with regards to music, theater, and dance. But more of like producing, like, because there's some programs that have like producing and
Like
production.
specifically business for the entertainment industry. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. And focusing with that, and then I see Liv the journalism. I'm excited that she's doing the journalism. I would love for her to do like a minor in art because I would love for them to bring them back.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want them to give up on art holistically.
And I don't think there are because what was this, about almost a couple of weeks ago? There was a picture floating around on Twitter of them doing an art show in Crenshaw. It was around my birthday.
Hmm.
It was a picture of All American doing an art show in Crenshaw. And
That's
someone was
cool.
like, "Oh, I hope lived like has some pieces in it." So yeah, around my birthday is when they were posting that around Twitter.
Nice.
So art is not gonna fully go away because a reason why that art show happens. So
Right.
so yeah, I forgot about that picture. Huh? Look what happens.
I'd be surprised
Oh, what if they include art?
if with Liv.
You'd be surprised.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, why?
Because they just don't really, when it's like Liv stuff
Yeah,
is
they
just,
pick up. They pick up and like drop some
They
things, but
pick up
I
yeah.
think I think
tossing
with
in
a
the
lot of the
trash
right,
and everything else in between.
right. But hopefully, again, and hopefully this is like them moving into college and being in. They'll still have both Crenshaw and Beverly, but being out of those like contrasting worlds will give them more leeway to focus in on the college setting.
Hmm. I want to see because this was here's the interesting thing. So I one of the things we have all, I don't know if Lexi, but people on Twitter talking about how they're students, but we never really see them in school since
No,
season
yeah,
one.
I've talked about that all too. Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you read, there was, I don't know what I was reading today on Twitter when they're talking about homecoming and they're talking about like being in the classroom and what this looks like. I said, "Oh, we better be getting that on All American, the regular
Right.
show, because we've been asking for that forever." Of
Yeah,
like
they
what
definitely
was it
showed a
like,
ton of class scenes with the homecoming promo for sure.
right? And so what you gonna do, have one show be in class and then the other one be like, we're on the beach, we in
Potentially,
a restaurant,
potentially. Mhm.
we in the
Potentially.
gym, we on the field. Like, okay, make this make sense. So,
I don't know. I could talk about some spoilers that I got when I visited the Warner Brothers lot, but
no,
I don't
let's
have
not
any
do
spoilers.
spoilers.
I don't have any spoilers. I was just kidding. I was just
Oh, I was gonna say you got spoilers. You've been holding out. Okay.
Carmen was like,
right.
give it up. Give it up now.
I'm about to say end the podcast. Let's talk. Let's talk.
So
We'll talk offline.
we'll talk offline. So this is only the predictions of 4-8 because I know some people be like, wait, what do y'all think about
Oh,
what's gonna
I
happen in
made
4-8?
predictions a little bit beyond 4-8, but like not anything beyond the first like 3 episodes.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Y'all not gonna hear my predictions unless I'm coming to the next episode prediction, because I'm not about to be come for. People ain't coming for my head. So so I will keep my stuff on a low
That's funny.
until I'm in another like episode review / prediction special. And then go from there. But we all, as everyone does, like have predictions for 4B and what they wish 4B to be like.
But yes, it is gonna be interesting. If those are our predictions for 408. Yeah. Thanks for listening. We'll see you when the show premieres for sure.
And enjoy the AA Universe shows. Thank you all.
Yes,
Yeah.
Manda. We can't wait to review All American Homecoming with you.
Y'all, that's static. I don't hear that. Static. I just hear static.
Thank you all. Stay tuned for the next episode.